What is up, everyone? Welcome back to your daily dose of Heroes of the Storm. My name is Saren Death, and today we are playing Raynor. Let's get into a game.
Anytime you're ready.
Alright, today we find ourselves in the Infernal Shrines. My team, Karazim, Tyrande, Zeratol, Zagara, Raynor. Enemy team, Murky Abathur, Uther, Raynor, and Falstad. Okay, so we're going to be going with a pretty standard auto attack build today. We're going to be going Seasoned Marksman for our first talent. Every 6 enemy minion or captured mercenary kills are going to give us 1 basic attack damage, and enemy heroes count for 3 towards that goal. Okay, our ability is really quick. Q is called Penetrating Round. This is a skill shot that does damage and knocks enemies back, so don't use this when you're chasing somebody unless you are guaranteed to get the kill. W is called Inspire. As you can see, the little radius around us. We're going to give ourselves 30% attack speed and for 6 seconds, and then heroes around us are going to get half that, and as well as minions and things like that. E is not an activatable. It is an automatic ability. It's going to trigger when we drop down below 30% health, and it's just going to give us a bunch of healing. Our trait is called Advanced Optics. This gives us a basic attack range bonus of 20%, and we can see 10% farther than any other hero in the game. So, as you can see, Raynor is built to sort of auto-attack and deal damage. Alright. Wasn't quite ready for the stun, but that was still pretty good. Grabbed this for us. Okay, so for the first part of the game, we're pretty much just going to be trying to gather stacks as much as we possibly can to ensure we're going to be able to deal more damage late game. That being said, the latest changes to the game, the scaling changes, have definitely seen a big increase in Raynor's early game. Just going to deal some damage here. So unfortunately, focusing the Uther is not going to do us much good because he can still heal when he dies, so we're just going to keep plugging away, making him waste mana basically on the Falstad. Alright, top shrine is the active one. Oh, nice stun. Alright, just need to get out of this. Our trait did not trigger yet. Alright, he's low. We're just gonna tap him around a little bit. We still have our E. Alright, they're all low. I was going to go tap, but I don't need to. I'm just going to continue to get stacks in this lane until we are ready to go on this shrine. Now, the shrine is up. We just haven't activated it yet, which is why you don't see the counts. Alright, at this down tier, we're taking Focused Assault. Every 10 seconds, our next basic auto attack on an enemy hero is going to deal 75% increased damage, which is fantastic. What's great about this ability, though, is auto attacks are going to reduce the cooldown on that. And it is on. We're just going to kill the Murky really fast. Oh, trying to let her get out of here. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to note, though, is Seasoned Marksman stacks, you will not get them from... I'm just going to focus the Uther. No point in focusing the Murky down. Whoever's in the front is getting focused. Alright, these Seasoned Marksman stacks, you will not get them. Oh, stunned it. Nice, I was able to get out. From killing these guys here. That will not happen. We're getting some kills here. A few. So these guys, they do not count towards Seasoned Marksman, which is unfortunate. Alright, so far so good. Oh man, I got blown up. That's what I get for going a little too far in. Alright, we only need 9 more before we can summon the Punisher. I'm going to come back up here and help my team out. We're just about there. 4 more. We can do this, guys. I believe in us. I'm just going straight back to get these things. There we go. A lot of people sort of lose focus during this sometimes. Okay, this down here, we're going to be taking Revolution Overdrive. What this is going to do is when we activate our Inspire, we're going to get some movement speed, which is also going to be increased for every other hero that we also Inspire. So Inspires get a pretty big range, so it starts out as 10% and you get 5% more for other heroes that you help Inspire. So you end up getting a pretty decent amount of speed. Okay, so they completely wrecked that Punisher. It went in undefended. Try and dodge the hammer here. Oh, seeing a little bit of lag? Okay.
This should be good. Tough break.
We're going to escort this guy in.
Right on.
Inspire everything up. Try and do some damage here. Get a structure down. Alright. Rookie had his egg placement very aggressively, and he paid for it. I was going to chase, but honestly, it's better for us just to get the structure down. The structure will not come back. He will. Get us some nice experience here. Okay, so we did hit our heroic. We're taking Hyperion. Hyperion calls down a battle cruiser, which is going to do a ton of damage in an area. It's a great zoning tool. It's a great pushing tool. It just does a lot of damage in general. Just gonna kill the fish. Kill the fish. All right. He needs to dash to me. Now I could have used Hyperion there to help clear this out, or earlier on to push the lane in, but I was saving it just in case we need to zone the enemy out here. The first... Push these guys back a little bit. Alright, I'm going to kill the Raynor's Raiders here, and... Ooh. I'm seeing a lot of false stats going with the push these days. Okay. Still doing pretty good. Yeah, seeing a lot of false stats going with the Gust of Wind heroic. Now the reason I don't like Raynor's Raiders, I've used them multiple times in the past. I'm just not a fan of them because I feel like they're so easily focused down. People have gotten really good, in my opinion, about taking those things out, and I just feel like Hyperion is such a better tool as far as working with Raynor's kit. We're just going to get in here, and we're going to drop the Hyperion down. This is going to help us push. Look at that Yamato cannon going off. Okay. Trying to get some more structural damage here. Once again, pushing with this thing. Alright, at this down tier, we are taking Giant Killer. Now, there aren't a lot of high health heroes on the enemy team, but extra damage on your auto attacks, since you're going to be basically an auto attack hero, is always welcome. Alright. Good job. Time to back out. I'm going to come down to this lane and push this back out. So the Hyperion has a 100-second cooldown. You're going to have it for most of your team fights, or if you're going to be pushing. Alright, continuing to get stacks. We are currently at 23 Season Marksman stacks. That's not terrible at all. I'm going to push this out. I really want these stacks. He's going to be okay down there. I'm going to come down and help him out in just a second.
Raiders roll.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, there we go. Take this out. He's going to inspire.
Sounds like a plan.
We're just going to get knocked back and then put the Hyperion down here. It's going to deal some damage. Alright, need to back out. Okay, so it's the bottom shrine.
Time to man up.
No. You gotta back out.
A worthwhile exchange.
Whatever's clever.
Okay, so we are down one for this fight. We're not quite 16 either, so we need to be very careful.
It's all good.
We need to be very careful here. Very, very careful.
Thanks for the pick-me-up.
Alright, this time here we're taking Bullseye. Our penetrating shot is now going to stun enemies. I'm just going to continue to get some Seasoned Marksman stacks here. When we're all ready to go in here, there we go.
Raiders roll.
Spire and kill him down. Alright. So the enemy, they have a lot of these, but they're not so far ahead. Now, just keep in mind, it is not every enemy hit by the Bullseye. It's the first enemy hit by the Bullseye. Alright, gonna kill these Raiders. Try to kill these Raiders. There we go. Nice try. Okay, so we managed to push the enemy back. The Murky is going to continue to be a problem. We got his egg, though. Nice. Okay, I'm going to continue to push these guys down. Enemies, our team is doing a great job zoning. It's going to take me forever to get all these guys down with myself, though. Come on, we need just a few more. 2 more. There we go. Whew. Wasn't sure we were going to get it there. Alright. Well, since it's right here, I might as well get stacks. I mean, may as well. Alright, we're also going to attack, too. Alright, so we managed to take down the fort in the bottom lane while we were taking,
Time to man up.
while we were taking the objective. I'm going to continue on down here, hopefully not hit a mine on the way. And I'm going to push in with this, drop my Hyperion here, bam. It's going to, again, going to do just a ton of damage. That's kind of what we're looking for here. Just doing a lot of structural damage. The enemy's going to stick inside of it. They're calling for retreat. We're going to back out. Listen to pings. Listen to pings. Just because you may not know why you're backing out doesn't mean that a teammate hasn't seen something or something along those lines. We can set up like a party bush here or something.
Right on.
Alright. Taking the aggressive camp. Alright, kill the Raiders. And we still got the camp, too. That was perfect timing. Perfect timing. Although he did go down for that. Alright, once again, we are pushing in with our team. Trying not to be the focus here. There we go. So again, you still push enemies back with your Q, so be careful with that. You don't want to push them so far out that you can't get the auto attacks off on them. That being said, you still do a significant amount. Your attack range is pretty far baseline, so you should be able to still put the damage out there and get them down. Okay, so we're going to take this keep down. I do not think that we're going to be able to push in for the core. They have, they're all up in like 15 seconds, so I'm going to stay within range of my team in case we just do decide to fight, but I'm thinking we should back out. Good. We are going to back out. Play it safe. Play it smart. So those spawned from Abathur. So the question is, where is he at? Alright, we're not all here yet. And the enemy is missing. Okay, so they got their camp. Gave us enough time to get everyone up here. Still need to stay flexible. Alright, at this time here we're taking Nexus Frenzy. This is going to increase our attack speed and our attack range by 20%. Alright, we're going to get on the Uther. There's nothing for him to heal. It's not a big deal. Get that attack speed, or the movement speed. Trying to get these Raiders down so that they can't deal any more damage. Without their healer, they're pretty much going to have to let us get this. We're up, we're level 20, they're not, they're down a healer, so Murky pushing in the middle lane, or two of them pushing in the middle lane, not a terrible idea. Alright, Mortar Punisher. It's just, it's double Murky. It's not a big deal. If we all push together, we push faster than a Murky can push by himself. And that's just a clone, so it is a Murky by himself. I'm going to wait till we get this initial wall down. In fact, I'm actually going to hold off on the Hyperion just in case we do get a kill here, or a couple kills. That way I can use it on the core. Always going to be thinking ahead with your heroic with Hyperion. It is a 100-second cooldown, so you want to use it at the right time. I think we can get the core. I really do. As long as we're all here pushing. Trying not to get slowed too much. And Hyperion go. Oh. Okay. Alright, now we just focus the core and we can win. Maybe? No? Come on, guys. Trying to get on the core. The core is the important thing. We need to kill the core. I'm trying to do what I can here. Come on. Come on, there we go. And that's GG. It's too much dancing around there at the end. Just focus core and we win. Jeez. Okay. Whew. Pretty straightforward game, honestly. Raynor, he gets more and more powerful as the game goes along. As long as you're able to stack up that seasoned marksman, get all of that taken care of. Really quick, here are the stats. Zagar did a fantastic job dealing lots of damage. She had a few very good mauls that got multiple people as well, so she did a fantastic job. But Raynor, I think he's like the best of all worlds. He has an incredibly long attack range. He's got a lot of great damage that, with the new scaling buffs, is very strong at the very beginning. And then the more he gets stacks for seasoned marksmen, he becomes even stronger towards the mid to late game. He doesn't need escapes because he can get a speed boost on his W, which is 10% movement speed, and then for every additional hero that he gets with that, it increases the movement speed as well. So he can be safe to play because you can always kind of get away. And then his E will give him some healing. So he has a lot of basically sustain and massive damage based like on his kit, just baseline, and then you can get talents to even further emphasize those aspects of him. So more attack damage, more movement speed, things like that, which all make him just a very well-rounded, if not a little stronger than he probably should be, hero. Which is one of the reasons why he's so widely sought after in Hero League. Okay, so here are the talents really quick. We went with Seasoned Marksman at level 1. Like I said, this is basically the auto attack build. There are some variations in here that you could take depending on what you're facing. But Seasoned Marksman is a go-to. It's a must for the auto attack build. Get tons of attack damage towards the end game. This is what is going to allow you to scale and become a massive late game carry. At 4, we take Focused Attack. You could go with Vampiric Assault if you really wanted to, but I think Focused Attack is better for him just because he's got a decent attack speed already, and he can get a attack speed boost with his W. So you're always going to be attacking faster and faster and faster, which means this thing's going to be proccing more and more often. And this is just more damage on his auto attacks. So that's kind of what you're focusing on. 7, we took Revolution Overdrive. This is his speed boost. In my opinion, this is a must-take for him because until then, the only escape that you really have is your Q, knocking them away while you run away. And of course, your E allows you to play a little bit more aggressively and get some healing done to yourself, some self-healing. But I think this is a must-take just because this gives you the flexibility you need to get out of really bad situations. At 10, Hyperion, I showed you guys why this is a superior talent, the superior heroic in my opinion. When people know what to do and they attack the Raynor's Raiders, unless you go for the upgrade at 20, the Raynor's Raiders get focused down far too easily. They die far too fast. Area effect abilities can damage them. They can be taken down within a few auto attacks by me, like towards the mid to late game. I think Hyperion is just better in my opinion. Does a lot of structural damage. You can use it to zone the enemy. Does a lot of area effect damage as well. So if there's a big team fight, you can throw this down, and the enemy either fights in it or runs away and gets out of it. And then hopefully they run in the wrong directions, or your team is ready for them to split off and break off, and they're able to lock people into there. It's just a better tool for his kit in my opinion. That, and since a lot of the objectives are you pushing, this gives you the added bonus to push with the objective. So yes, they can fight the Punisher, but now they're fighting the Punisher under the Hyperion. So they're taking a lot of damage from that. So if our team pushes in, or the Punisher jumps in and punches and stuns somebody, they're going to be taking a lot more damage then from it. This isn't just for this map though. A lot of maps deal with push mechanics, and this is where Hyperion really shines. When you put that objective out there and you can throw this down with the objective, whether it be a Dragon Knight or the spiders, things like on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Hyperion works very well with all of those. At 13, we took Giant Killer. This is just basically, there are a few other things you could take out of the talent tier, but I just think Giant Killer is just better than anything else, even against squishier teams, just because that extra 1.5% hero health-based damage is just amazing. His auto attacks are going to be increased faster and faster and faster. It's just, there's a lot you can do with this, and Giant Killer, it's just extra damage. And since you're going with an auto attack build, it's just extra damage. The Bullseye this is one of the talent tiers where you can kind of mix and match whatever you want. I like Bullseye for very squishy teams or for teams where you need a stun. Right now in this game, stuns are king. Okay, stuns are king. So having a stun on your penetrating round is just incredibly beneficial. There were a few times when I knock an enemy away, not knowing that the lunar flare was coming down. Things like that can be. That's just penetrating round in general. You need to be careful with that. But having an extra stun in your team it's massive. Other things you could take at this talent tier, Berserker, which is an activatable. I believe it's a 60-second cooldown. I could be wrong on the cooldown, though. But this just increases your attack speed, which would be great. You can also take Executioner, so if your team has a ton of slows or roots or things like that, you can really get a lot of work out of Executioner, which does extra damage to enemies that are, I think, stunned, slowed, or rooted. And then at 20, I think this is a must-take, again, for the auto-attack build. Nexus Frenzy, 20% attack speed and 20% attack range. The 20% attack range just makes your range absolutely ludicrous on him because you've already got a massive attack range. Now it's just even further. So you can stun somebody and then attack them from like a mile and a half away. So it's pretty crazy. And then, of course, the attack speed it goes very well with the kit, the extra damage from the Giant Killer, the extra damage from the focused attacks, and things like that. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I just want to say this is a new year, it's 2016, and I am greatly looking forward to making a ton more videos and bringing you guys more and more content on my channel. So keep checking back in, keep watching the videos, and until next time, I will catch you all later.